Alright guys, we're back with another video, and this one is going to be talking about the type of ambassador program you should be thinking about for your brand in particular. So the things that you need to think about is, first of all, I've already talked about it, but this ambassador program is not your main, it's not just a main marketing channel, right? It's an additional marketing channel. You're going to see that this is going to become probably one of your main marketing channels, but you don't want to think about like this is the only way you're going to market. You can do it, but depending on the size of your brand, but kind of think about it, you're just adding it to the marketing mix for your brand. So now with that aside, you want to see what stage is your business in, right? Are you doing hundreds of thousands of dollars every month? Do you have a large customer base? Are you just getting started? Whatever it may be, you need to understand how large your ambassador program may be depending on the route that you take. Now, first, let me just break it down into the types of influencers, right? So depending on your brand, you're going to interact with different types of influencers with what stage you're at, right? So first of all, there's nano influencers. Now, these are influencers that have around 1,000, really under 1,000 you can add into the nano, 1,000 to 10,000 followers. Those are going to be your nano influencers. So then you have micro influencers, which is about 10,000 followers to around 50,000 followers. And then above that, you've got mid-tier influencers, kind of like, 50K to 500K roughly in followers. And then you've got your macro influencers, which is about 500,000 followers to about 1 million. And then 1 million up is your mega influencers, and then you can kind of break it up even more, which is plus 5 million is celebrities and things like that. But we're not really worried about that section right now, right? So depending on your brand, how large is it? What stage? What type of influencers are you already interacting with? If you're already doing influencer deals and you have a large pool of, let's just say, macro influencers, you've got people that are in 500K to 1 million followers, like you have a large pool of that. Well, then maybe that's what you need to focus your ambassador program on and make it to where your ambassador program is exclusive to those influencers and those size followings. Or you may just be getting started, right? And you may say, I've got, loyal customers, but I don't really interact with large influencers. Well, then you want to start out with making you an ambassador program that's really all-inclusive, right? So like I talked about in the previous video, you're going to see that sometimes people that have, your nano influencers, which is like, the 1K to 10K, really sub 1K as well, can produce really great results just because they have those personal connections when they're recommending your product. This isn't a bad place to be. Actually, for us, when we built our store from 3K in a month to $50,000 in sales the next month, all off the ambassador program, this was an all-inclusive program. We weren't working with mega influencers. We were working with only nano influencers, right? Less than 10,000 followers, literally every single ambassador that got great results. So don't worry about this. You can even be a larger brand that works with large influencers and open up your ambassador program for everybody. It really doesn't hurt to be all-inclusive. You just have to understand, when you start to bring a large amount of people into your ambassador program, you want to make sure you have the processes in place to also keep them engaged, right? So that's what we'll talk about more in another video about keeping them engaged and to really make the most out of your ambassador program. But just kind of start brainstorming about what type of program you want to have. Do you want to have thousands of ambassadors that are all working, promoting your brand across their social platforms? Or do you want to, if you're already kind of established, you want to make this more exclusive towards, ambassadors that are really going to drive a ton of sales that you only want to work with a select few? You can do that as well. There's really no right or wrong. It's just continuing the test. And this video was mainly just to be to kind of give you an idea of different ways that you can go about it depending on your brand. Now, the great thing is you're in the Hive Mastermind course, so literally just hit us up. We obviously work with tons of different merchants and different size businesses with large followings and small followings. And so hit us up and we can look exactly into your business and give you the best suggestions that we possibly can to help you pick the right type of ambassador program. So that's it for this video, but we'll see you guys in the next one.